If you're looking for some new games to get excited about, I've got good news for you. We have a lot to look forward to in the next year. I'm going to talk about 7 of the most promising upcoming sci-fi titles, starting with Somerville. This is a cinematic side-scroller all about the human reaction to disaster. You'll be playing as a man who, along with his family, must travel across the country and figure out what exactly happened to the planet. Somerville is especially exciting because it's being worked on by one of the co-founders of Playdead, the team behind Inside and Limbo. The environments in this game are imaginative and stunning, and the developer Jumpship seems intent on delivering an extremely high-quality experience. They see games as a tool to question the human condition and are working hard to explore the creative possibilities of the medium. Somerville is scheduled to release sometime this year. Next up is Planet of Lana. Now there's a lot of great games on this list, but I think this one might just be at the top of mine. Planet of Lana is a vibrant saga about a girl on a mission to rescue her sister and stop the invading robot army. Along with her sidekick, Mui, Lana will be solving puzzles and traversing the beautiful landscapes of her home planet, Novo. If you want to learn more about Planet of Lana, check out my video here and stick around on my channel where I'll be covering more news about the game, which comes out this summer. So maybe side-scrollers aren't your thing, I get it, then you might be more excited for first-person adventure thriller The Invincible. As a scientist who wakes up on a mysterious planet, you'll be tasked with uncovering the whereabouts of your crewmates and surviving encounters with hostile inhabitants. The retro future-themed story will change based on your relationships, choices, and persuasive skills. If you're curious about this one at all, check out their website for a cool interactive comic and additional concept art. The Invincible releases, you guessed it, sometime this year. And actually none of these games have set release dates yet, so we can all just be surprised together. Now if you're looking for something a little less traditional, then Where Stars Belong could be for you. There's no gameplay footage for this one yet, but there's definitely a cool concept. As a neural diver assistant, you'll explore the different layers of a patient's mind, solve puzzles, and interact with parts of their brain to learn more about their life. Where Stars Belong is expected to take about an hour to play through, but it looks fresh and could be just the kind of thing to get you out of a gaming rut. If this kind of thing looks interesting to you, there's actually an old Game Jam version of the game available for free on itch. It doesn't represent the final game, but it will still give you a peek into the general premise and style. And it comes out in 2022. And this next one is for all you fans of pixel art and retro dystopian cities. Replaced is a 2.5D platformer in a gritty and corrupt cyberpunk world. But there's a twist to this one. You play as an AI trapped inside a human body, so you'll have to figure out how to navigate the world as a physical being. A catastrophic nuclear event has caused a rise in criminal activity both outside and inside the government. The story of Replaced is complex, gritty, and deep, and the game will be a mix of platforming and free-flow action combat. Replaced will release on Xbox Game Pass as well as PC in 2022. Now this one may be one of the most widely anticipated games on the list, Hyper Light Breaker. This isn't a direct sequel to Hyper Light Drifter, but it does take place in the world of Hyper Light. This time we have a 3D roguelite adventure with different biomes to explore and even a hoverboard and glider to traverse the world. There's also a main hub which we can help upgrade and grow as we meet new characters and discover the secrets of the world. This footage was just posted on Twitter a few days ago, so the quality isn't great. Hyper Light Breaker will have a co-op mode, but can also be played completely solo. The game will be released in early access in spring 2023, so it's even further away than all these other great games. Last, we have an unnamed game from a new studio called Section 9 Interactive. Some members of the team have reportedly worked as leading roles on Little Nightmares and its sequel, so we can already get an idea of what the game might be like. And we don't have any trailers or a release date yet, but we do have a few GIFs that show a creepy and mysterious sci-fi world. As of last August, the studio announced they were recipients of an Epic Games Mega Grant, which can range from $5,000 to $500,000 and is sure to help get development off the ground. And since we barely know anything about this game, we obviously don't have a release date yet, but be sure to keep your eyes on this one. And those were my top 7 upcoming sci-fi indie games to watch out for. I'll be covering some of these games more in depth in the next few weeks, but in the meantime, check this out.